Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as the Kingdom of France. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So. I just want to kill the CSA, man. Is that asking so much? I don't feel like it is. I feel like I'm making fairly reasonable demands. But they are, they're not accepting this, which is very sad for me. Okay, we got improved artillery, rise of activity in Chad. Let's not worry about that too much. Engineering, industry. 50% research bonus? Hell yeah. Okay, yeah, get that going. 100%. Okay, so our position here is looking pretty good. India's collapsed. I mean, I saw that coming. And again, I'm mostly... They took Lansing back? What the hell? I'm mostly okay with that. Wave of sabotage, the damn communards, Armenia, syndicalist, syndicalist. Get the hell out of here. Anyways, give me regimental combat teams. Thank you very much. It's at 128 right now, military theorist. Land doctrine cost minus 10%. I want Lansing back, for sure. Mali, okay. You son of a gun. Well, Mali. Well, that's why we have these units here in the first place. I'm surprised actually Mali was the first place to declare their independence. But you know what? It's probably because of the syndicalists that have thrown them over the edge, right? I mean, Algeria is actually 80% too, but I don't think Algeria can rise up. I'm pretty sure the only country that can't rise up against you, otherwise we might have some issues. I like how you could just like give them up, but obviously not. We're gonna declare war on Mali. And that's why we have these units here. They're stationed to exactly deal with this problem. Yes, we're going to delete this. I said we're going to delete this. Bring our units to the front line immediately. Go as quickly as you possibly can. How many troops do you guys have? 1 to 7? Oh, you are fricked. Vengeances. October has traditionally been a time of vintage grape harvest for winemaking. And the occasion for popular festivities. Wine, of course, being incredibly important to French culture. Viticulture is in a region that is incredibly populated with the vast majority of alcohol-abstinent Muslims. Might seem peculiar, but Algeria is well suited for growing grapes, with its warm, sunny climate. Winemaking has historically been one of the engines of French colonization of the region, promoting the development of much of the land and infrastructure, quickly becoming a go-to enterprise for prospective colonists relatively little means and a principal source of income for the colony. Since the exile businesses has, of course, been booming, viticultures can barely keep up with the demand, as hundreds of thousands of Frenchmen every year consume bottle after bottle. And legal importation of wine from the metropole is, of course, impossible. Although Algerian vintage is still considered to be somewhat lower quality than that of our French population, that remembers fondly the wine of Bordeaux or Bourgogne, it is slowly regaining some prestige. Thanks to the hard work of exiles aiming to bring production up to the standards of the motherland. Perhaps one day these wines will be renowned as those in the metropole. Thank you for stability. Of course, I want you guys going in as aggressively as you possibly can. You have one city here. And I think you have Timbuktu in the north worth 1 victory point. But I mean, we should be pretty okay. Move you here. Move the units into the territory, bring you down south. Yeah, and then, so Bahari Commune, for the Federation, they'll eventually go to war with one another as well. I guess we prefer a, I mean, I guess the Princely Federation can join the Reichspakt. I've never seen it happen. But it is technically possible. So that's kind of the outcome of the two we would prefer. Okay, how are you guys doing? Okay, we're almost in your capital. We are now in your capital. I think Nigeria might also rise up soon. Back revolt and Upper Volta in 39 days. How about you, like, don't do that? You know what I mean? What if you just, like, didn't rebel? But doing a raid. France helps her own. Please, don't rebel against me. What do we need for the final struggle? I see that's actually an option here now. 75% world tension. Germany doesn't exist. Communist France at war with Germany. Okay. I mean, I guess we could theoretically be the one that triggers the war first, which is kind of funny. Of course, I'm not going to trigger the war until You know, I wouldn't start the war until the Commune and Germany are at war. I think that would basically be a little suicidal. Yeah, crush Mali, please. Thank you very much. So next up, you guys will just kind of be hanging around this river. Just prepare for another uprising. I'm sure one will come sooner rather than later. Okay, once again, I want you to take Lansing. I mean, it's a nice city to have. I mean, it's worth 10 victory points. The CSA currently is at 40%. Liberia joining the... Liberia? What the hell? Okay, so Liberia is actually going to be a problem for us. I mean, actually, not going to be a problem because we can easily march our way into Liberia. It shouldn't be a huge hassle, I'm hoping. Why did you fall back? Wait a second. Oh, because they're pushing in this direction. Okay, that actually kind of makes sense. I mean, again, we're getting closer and closer to the Second Weltkrieg. Australia has decided to go socialist. Very, very cool. Happy with that outcome for sure. Definitely is what I wanted to see. You know what, Australia? Give me guns. Just while we're in the neighborhood, right? I mean, they might have a counter coup, right? I don't remember exactly what the conditions are for the counter coup in Australia. Hopefully it'll happen sooner rather than later. The Tour of France was one of the most popular sporting events before the exile, drawing enormous crowds along its path all over France. Though cycle sports have not dropped in popularity after the Weltkrieg, the current situation makes organizing a Tour de France difficult. Worse, despite the ban on such activities, many of our compatriots tune in to communist radio every day during the month of July to follow the progress of the race. With the cafes turning to listening parties and law enforcement being awfully lenient, often even discreetly listening to the results themselves. Something has to be done in order to prevent red propaganda from being directly broadcast to our people in this way. And this year, we have finally created the Tour d'Algiers. Going through most major towns in Algeria littoral, such as Orléansville, Oran, Bonn, and starting and ending in Algiers. Even the detour through Tunisia, the race was a massive popular success. Even bicycle racing fans of the for national sporting competition they had sought for close to 2 decades by now. It is a win for French cyclist Roger Lapelle, boasting national pride, and we have every reason to make this competition a yearly event. Despite the whisper killjoys that we might be settling in exile. Thanks for the political power. I do appreciate it. And I want to take you. Do not lose Detroit, I swear to God. You're going to go here, open up the front line, make it a little bit bigger. I still want Lansing, because again, it's worth 10 victory points. And 10 victory points isn't nothing. It's really nice to have. Okay, we did take the city back. We lost Gary into Indiana, which actually is worth 15. So I think we're accidentally a little bit further away from capitulating them, but we're still doing, I think, fairly okay. We're going to send you to Paris. Have a fun time over there. We got an American Union State Army that's been completely encircled. Which, I mean, is both fine and not fine. Because we are also hostile to the American Union State. We want them to lose troops as well. But I guess the question is whether or not we prefer them to lose troops to the CSA. Or to fight a little bit more. Make a recopulation off this. Give me cheap artillery and an extra military factory, though. They have so many units they put in Indiana. I'm going to shrink your line back down to just being around here. Lansing, I trust you to not fuck this up. I don't know if I should support that, but I'm going to. Because again, if we take Chicago, man, I don't know if that's going to capitulate them, but we've got to be getting closer. Move over to here to see if you can maybe cut off a little bit of reinforcements. I mean, at 74%. 79. Were you reinforced? You got a 2% chance of reinforcing. But I mean, they're losing organization pretty fast. I'm crossing my fingers that we can take Chicago. I think if we take... Oh, you've almost taken Baton Rouge. You know, I'm feeling pretty good for MacArthur right now. If they can eventually maybe get a peace deal between Chicago or between Washington and Sacramento, I would be more than happy with that. I'm going to move you over here. I'm going to move you like this. Okay, we're at 92, 93, 95. Come on, baby. Come on. I want Chicago. I want you going like this. 94, 97. Evan, support the idea of independence. You piece of garbage, man. Our source about an issue with the French Minister of the Colonial Administration, Dakar, invited by friends to a mundane dinner to which rich French and black evolved merchants sat together. The administrator expected a friendly atmosphere. After all, the evolves have the French citizenship, but a lot of privilege above compared to the black lower class counterparts, suffering under the Code d'Indigène. His surprise was thus big when he heard a group of evolves talk about how could Senegal organize itself after a hypothetical independence. Discussion was unbelievable. The evolves were considering a local rule of Senegal, claiming to not be particularly concerned with the French cause. The administrator thus rightfully decided to report back what he saw to the nearest Department of Secret Services. Further investigation has shown this is not an isolated case. It seems that the evolves are fed up with French political culture, so much that they don't even accept what they consider tyranny anymore. Most of them seem to prefer local Senegalese Republican rule rather than obey Frenchmen and fight for their wars. It is believed the commune also acts actively in smuggling nationalist books to the culture to lead in Dakar. The lesson of the story, anyway, is that some of the evolved can unbelievably come back to bite the hand that fed them. Gonna make one of you. Okay, we've taken Chicago. How many units are here? We got 3 units. CSA is down to 34%. Do you need to be pushing your way up further toward Milwaukee? I'm going to say the answer to that question is probably no. And you'll be done in 8 days. We'll get this, I was going to say this radio. We'll get this railroad connected. They took back Lansing another time? Like, come on now. Okay, let's go back to Lansing. Gonna move you to Lansing. Okay, we have Chicago. But I need you to be in Chicago. Chicago's way more important than anywhere else down here right now for what I would say is fairly obvious reasons. Okay, you guys are doing okay. We're going to once again have you guys pushing into Lansing. You should defend this well enough. What's your current capital? Wait, you took back Cleveland? How the hell did you take back Cleveland? What? There's a Chilean unit just hanging out in Cleveland. How the hell did you get there? I mean, St. Louis is a American Union state city. How did you get... Why are you here? It's like, I don't want to sound rude, but I genuinely don't understand it. Like, how did you arrive? Okay, we'll take Lansing in a second. We're going to draw a line out like this around the city if we can. I'm going to bring one of you over here. I mean, I did take this area back, which is a little disappointing. I mean, you're considered encircled. Like, you shouldn't live too long, I'm hoping. Like, I don't know how they got there, though. That's my genuine... What about Milwaukee? I mean, Milwaukee's worth 10. You're worth... Actually, these are worth 25 combined. 68% against you. Not bad. We'll go ammunition innovations. Happy to have it. What are we going to research next? 100% research bonus on you would be nice, but... We'll take a 50 on... You taking... What's happening? MacArthur, what are you up to? Is it because you've taken over too much American Union State territory that you've become complacent? I'm not too sure. Okay, we can take Cleveland. That'll get you back down to 32%. I mean, Indianapolis is worth 15. You're basically not worth anything. I mean, you have Detroit. I mean, Detroit's worth something, right? It's worth 20. And 20 is pretty good. Yeah, I think I want you 3 here. Pushing towards Columbus, please and thank you. Columbus is worth 15. Cincinnati's worth 10, which is not bad. MacArthur, you're losing the plot here, man. I mean, now the CSA is down to 28%. They just need to get down to 25. I mean, Cincinnati's on the border right now with the American Union States, so probably is defended as well, which is not what I want to see. Research. We'll go construction on you next. Where the hell are you going? Yeah, there's a unit in Cincinnati. That's not surprising. I mean, where is there even a city on the CSA border that we can easily take? I have a feeling that there kind of isn't one. Unless I'm maybe missing something, but I don't really think I am. Again, Cincinnati might capitulate them. I think Milwaukee definitely would. Because someone rumored to help Tunisian nationalist. -4% stability. Compliance goes down. Well, we got to do it this way. What do we want to do after this? I mean, we could get... you know what? We're going to save up for the air reformer. I think that makes the most sense for us. I think there's a way I can get over to Indianapolis. I mean, these two guys might move. They've left. So maybe if I go down to Indianapolis now, we might make something work. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but we're on the brink. It's like we're right there, and we just cannot land the finishing blow, which is really kind of like what we need. I think we might be able to take Indianapolis. Gonna bring you down one tile. Lansing still under control. Happy to have that. I'm gonna move you over to this front line, please. Have you move your way down just to maybe make sure you can't reinforce this. I think it'll be in Indianapolis in a moment. I mean, you're so close. We're at 95% against you. I think we can survive this fight. Okay, you need to stop this then. You need to stop attacking here. You're not getting anything done, and I don't think you'll be able to even attack your way into Milwaukee anytime soon either. I mean, we're so close. Also, MacArthur. This is actually his fan. How close is CSA to being, or the American Union State to being killed? I mean, they've got to be close, right? I think we will end up winning the American Civil War, but it's not going to be easy. But I do think that at least right now is a really good time for us to end this episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Anthony. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoyed, click some down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.